What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to another episode of my Path to Power. As you can see, the Allianz sold on from last time. We accidentally bought two of them, but that is A-okay. And I decided to do a little power hour, and this is essentially what this is. This is going to be a power hour within my Path to Power. So it's like a 6,500 coin power hour because I don't spend all of the coins. And the way this works out, I actually did this all in about 20-30 minutes. You can see I'm going out and I'm throwing bits. This is my non-rare, easiest coin making method in the book. Everybody can do it. It's the simplest thing in the world. It's basically doing the rule of 80s or decent players on good teams. What I mean by that is the rule of 80s. If they have two statistics in 80s for a non-rare gold player and they have decent pace, chances are they're going to sell. And if they play for a good squad in a good league, chances are they're really going to sell. And you can pick up these guys in a good formation, i.e. the 4-1-2-1-2, which I'm using on the screen here, for 300 coins, 350 coins. Sell them for buy nows, 500, 550, 600, 700 if you're feeling real frisky. And chances are they're going to sell, and they're going to sell really quickly. So this is going to be the part one of what essentially was trading for 20 minutes. It's real simple. You guys can see exactly what I'm doing here on the screen, going through Lulich. Went ahead and I thought, you know what, he might be a good shout. But I looked and I didn't like his lack of skill moves. And that's one of the things you have to look at and take into consideration as well. And you notice I'm not picking up all the players, and I'm not throwing bids on just anyone, but there are certain players that I'm targeting, and I think, you know what, I know that this guy is one of actually the better players in his league at this position, so I'm most definitely going to throw out a bid on him. And there are certain leagues where they have, certain positions are just plain weak, and there aren't tons of really good, cheap options. I thought about bidding on Elliott, and I realized he was going up for 1,200 coins, and I was like, whoa, I thought this was maximum price 300 or something along those lines. 1,200 is not in the budget right now. And plus, 1,200 points for El Hero Elia, while he might be 5-star skills, is just not worth it. But we'll continue on going through until all the coins have been spent, is basically the way this is going to work. Also, I wanted to comment on the Deck Decider episode from yesterday. You guys saw it, and I gave away the Franck Ribéry at the end, but I was pretty disappointed at the number of people that tried to message me from fake accounts very similar to the guy's name. Now, he hasn't contacted me directly yet about the Ribéry, but there were 3, 4, maybe even 5 attempts from fake accounts. And guys, I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to buy into one of those fake accounts. I know I went and checked the guy's profile out and his channel out pre the video going live, so I knew exactly what the message was going to look like from the channel, and it's just not going to work. So please, have a little bit more respect for me and have a little bit more respect for, giveaways and stuff yourself, because I won't do giveaways anymore or anything like that if, I'm going to just constantly be barraged with little, attempts like that. It's just plain annoying, and it's, I don't know. It's not something that anybody should be a fan of trying to do, but we are on and we're moving, and this is the second go-round now of buying cards. And basically, I have now 3,382 coins, so I was only able to buy X amount of players. Some of them, they got bid up, and I was unable to get them, but that's okay. There are plenty of these non-rare players out there on the pit, or in the trade market that you can bid on, and this is really, really mindless trading, guys. And I would encourage you guys, if you're kind of killing a little bit of time between matches, you can give it a shot, try it out. Now, the 4-1-2-1-2 isn't the only formation that's going to work. I just picked this formation because I know that the formation cards are extremely expensive for the 4-1-2-1-2. Same thing goes a lot of times for the 4-3-3 and the 4-4-2. Nobody wants to go out and pay that kind of price for a non-rare gold player on the formation. So they're more inclined to shell out just a couple hundred more coins for a buy now than they are to shell out the thousands of coins for a formation card. So moving on, we're now entering the third one, and you can see now I have 382 coins. So I could have gone out and I could have bought one more player, but I did not. I decided it's time to list all these guys up. As you remember, we had Mignolet before. We're going to list them 150 coins more, and I'm going to list them for 12 hours, which means that they're going to get listed up overnight, and then I'll be able to relist them again in the morning if they do not sell, and I'll probably list them for 12 hours again. Now, the reason I'm listing them for elongated periods of time is because I want them to go for their buy now, and because if they go for their minimum price, I guess it's generally going to be 50 coins that I'm missing out on, but I want the full buy now to make that 100 coin, 150 coin profit wherever it is, and try to maximize that. Plus, at some point in that 12-hour period, they're more than likely going to be the cheapest buy now of that card in that formation on the market. Now, that's not always, that's not written fact, but that's a high probability in Ultimate Team, and so that's something to take into consideration as well when you're listing cards. And that's something that a lot of people don't think about. Everybody lists it for that 100, they list it for 1 hour, but if you've got a card that is the only player in that position in that formation, and it's up for the buy now, there are a lot of people that when they go out to make teams on Ultimate Team or go out to buy cards, they just list for that or look for that specific formation, that specific position, and if it's the only one up there, they very well might assume that that's the average price for the player. So with that said, you can take advantage of, some people's ignorance on the game. And that's just being market ignorant. And that's not necessarily, that's only the person's fault that's buying the card. And I'm guilty of doing it as well. I get impatient. I don't want to go out and find a formation card and a position card after I get the player that I want in my team. It gets annoying. And, these little things can be taken advantage of. It's just these little human intricacies that play into buying on the Ultimate Team marketplace. It's one thing that I don't think people necessarily look at in consideration. Like, you look at these cards too, and if you're going to list a card for a buy now, listing it for 1,000 coins buy now or listing it for 950 coins buy now, people are likely to think 950 is a way better deal because it's one less digit than 1,000 coins. And with that, with these little things, and it's the same thing with the position cards and the formation cards, you list them for 50 coins less, and people are like, oh, you know what? That's a little bit better than this. So I'm going to go ahead and just click buy now. I don't care. It's not quite 2,000. It's 1,900. So yeah, that's fine. And if they'd waited, they'd have been able to get one for a minimum price buy now of 1,000 coins. And that's with formation cards. Formation cards and consumables are great to trade because a player gets, say, a team of the week card in a pack, and then they want to be able to put that card into their club instantly. Or they just went out and they bought their favorite player, but they're going to use them in a different formation. They don't want to wait to use their favorite player in a match on Ultimate Team. They want to get that formation card then and there, and that's why it's good to trade in consumables, because if you're trading in consumables, you can kind of, if it's a good deal, you pick it up for a low minimum price, fine, but then you put it up for a buy now, and eventually that card's going to hit for somebody that wants that card then and there, and you're going to make some coins and make some profit. As you can see, we're still listing all sorts of players up. There's another rule, 80s for the goalkeeper. The French goalkeeper is not my favorite thing to trade, though, because there are a lot of good French keepers that go for very, very cheap, as the League One is not an extremely popular league on Ultimate Team. Obviously, with PSG, it's become a little bit more popular because they've gotten some big-name players in there, i.e. Lavezzi, Ibra, and Thiago Silva, but they all play for one team, and that makes it a little more difficult. Even with these cards having just been listed, Mignolet and one of our Boyans have sold on, so that is excellent. Stay tuned. We'll have another episode out probably later today if the cards all sell, showing you guys the profit. Thank you all for watching. My name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.